Hi everyone, today PhoneArena is taking a look at the Asus VivoTab Smart. Currently this is one of the more newer Windows 8 tablet devices that's on the market here. It's pretty well designed overall. On the front of the tablet here we have a 10.1 inch display. Resolution of the display on the front of the tablet comes in at WXVGA, which is going to be 1366 by 768 pixels. So it's an okay display, not the clearest that we've seen, definitely not going to be as sharp as a full 1080p display like on the Microsoft Surface Pro, but still not that bad for a device of this size. Up on top here you have a 2 megapixel camera. On the bottom is the capacitive Windows key that always takes you back to the main start screen. Over here on the left side is a micro USB port. There's also a hidden micro SD memory card slot, and behind this little cover here is a micro HDMI slot. Up on top is the power key, and on the right is the volume rocker and the 3.5mm headset jack. Around on back is the 8 megapixel autofocus camera and a speaker here on the right that's behind this little grill. Overall, the size of the device is pretty good. Comes in at just over 20 ounces, so pretty lightweight. Size of it is going to be 10.4 inches in width, 6.73 inches in height, and only 0.38 inches in depth. So it's pretty decent sized overall. It does have a bit of a plastic construction, but does feel pretty durable, and with the size it's pretty easy to carry wherever you want to go. Just a note about the display, it's a standard IPS TFT display. Because of that, when used in bright light or in outside sunny conditions, it's going to be a little bit washed out. We wish it would have had the IPS Plus LCD display that's used on the standard Asus VivoTab RT. Why they didn't use the IPS Plus instead of just the regular IPS on this display, not really sure, but because of that, colors aren't going to be quite as saturated, and brightness isn't going to be quite as good, but still in all, not that bad for a 10.1 inch display tablet. One of the main accessories that you can buy for this device is the Asus trans sleeve keyboard combination. Basically what it does is it comes with the trans sleeve here and also the QWERTY keyboard. A couple different ways you can use this. It will be magnetic on the trans sleeve, so it does take a little bit of force to pull that off from there. It is magnetic, and then as the tablet approaches it, you can see that's magnetic as well. So with that together, provides a nice little almost like a netbook type cover here for the tablet and also the keyboard. Thing is though, when it's used like this combination, you can't get the display of the tablet to stand up on its own. What you're going to have to do is remove the keyboard temporarily while this is still connected to the display, rotate it around, cup in the edges, and now as you can see, the display can stand on its own just like that. And then you can still use the keyboard, though it's not attached to the tablet any longer. But as you can see, keyboard is a relatively nice size, not real cramped or anything, works real well with the display here. Also there's a full mouse feature on here, also bottom left and right buttons for the trackboard for the on-screen mouse, so it does work pretty good overall. Of course you can still use the touchscreen on the display while using the trackpad on the keyboard. So it's a nice combination, runs about $150 MSRP for the combination trans-sleeve and keyboard, but does a pretty good job here making the device much more usable than just the tablet on its own. One nice thing about the Asus VivoTab Smart is that it comes running the full Windows 8 32-bit operating system. Because of this, you have a lot more functionality and compatibility than just the standard Windows RT. Not only do you have the standard start screen with the tiles on it here, also have your more traditional desktop that you can use that Windows 7 users would be more accustomed to. Also allows you to run regular Windows and Windows 7 programs on here since it's using the Intel Atom processor. So overall it's pretty nice. As you can see, it's pretty smooth here. When using the desktop interface, same sort of thing with that as well. So overall it's pretty nice that it comes running the full Windows 8 operating system. As we mentioned, the processor on board is the 1.8 gigahertz dual-core Intel Atom Z7260 processor with 2 gigabytes of RAM. Even though this does okay for pretty much basic operations and tasks on the tablet, it's still kind of lacking if you're looking for something with more muscle. If you're looking for something with better processing speed, there's the more expensive Microsoft Surface Pro. It comes with the Intel i5 processor with 4 gigs of RAM, so that's almost more like a desktop replacement, where this is more sort of just strictly tablet add-on companion to a desktop computer. Of course, one of the main features of the tablet is its internet and wireless functionality. There's actually two versions of Internet Explorer on here. There's the main touch version, which will load up here real quick. Works pretty well. Currently, tablets are only available in Wi-Fi, so we're having to use our home Wi-Fi connection here. As you can see, the touch version of Internet Explorer works pretty good. Slight lag when scrolling, but nothing too bad there. Pinch to zoom also works well. Now what we're going to do is go into the desktop and run the standard Internet Explorer 10. As you can see, it's the standard Internet Explorer user interface. Have to manually launch the keyboard on here. Go back to hide the keyboard. And as you can see, a similar experience. This is more what you'll get on a desktop computer, but still pinch to zoom still works as well. So it's nice that it comes with that as well. Also on the full version of the Internet Explorer 10 also supports Adobe Flash, which, as you probably know, current Android Jelly Bean and higher is no longer officially supporting Flash. So it's nice that you still have that functionality on this tablet. There also happens to be two camera apps on board here. There's the standard camera app that comes included with Windows 8 on here. As you can see, it's pretty basic overall, nothing really extraordinary about that. It's also the Zeus camera app that we particularly like to use more. Take a second to load up here. As you can see, it's a little bit better laid out interface. Have options on the side for taking pictures, recording video, or even panorama shots. And also going into your options here, allows you different effects, flash, scene modes, white balance, and also your basic settings such as focus, shutter sound. Down here at the bottom, you can also change the resolution. Highest resolution is 8 megapixel on here. So taking a look at some of the pictures here real quick, we'll bring up. Outside images were okay for the most part, especially considering it's only an 8 megapixel camera. Color is pretty good, not too oversaturated. Detail is okay for the most part, but bright areas can be a little bit overexposed on here. Videos also can be recorded at a 1080p resolution with 30 frames per second playback, so videos are actually pretty decent for a tablet of this caliber. But what's really nice about the Windows 8 interface is how customizable it is. Of course, you can drag these around, these tiles here, to pretty much wherever you want them to be, rearrange them. Definitely allows more customizable than a Apple iPad. Also, the music and the videos and games all tie in to Xbox account as well, so it's pretty nice how it all ties in and works together. There's also Netflix on board here as well, and you can also go directly into your all apps, which pretty much lists all your apps and available accessories on the tablet. So definitely does a pretty nice job here with the user interface. The tablet comes with a internal 25 watt-hour lithium polymer battery. Zeus claims that this is capable of 9.5 hours of continuous usage, but this is when they played a looped 720p video on the display at a 100 nit brightness level, and also using the headphone jack with the headphones attached. So battery life in our test, you're going to get about 2 days of mixed usage on here between charges. So overall battery is pretty decent for the tablet. So overall, we're pretty impressed with the Asus VivoTab Smart tablet, and the $499 MSRP retail price is also pretty attractive. As you know, tablets can go for a lot more money than that. It's a pretty decent device. As we said, it's a 10.1 inch display. Isn't necessarily the best that we've seen since it's not 1080p resolution, but still does pretty good job on here. Device is also pretty moderately sized and lightweight. The trans-sleeve keyboard attachment comes in about $150, and if you're planning to use this for any work environment such as typing, you definitely want to pick up the keyboard, as using the on-screen touchable QWERTY is only in a touch-and-go situation. Really want to have the keyboard option with that. So if you want to check out some more information about the Asus VivoTab Smart, find us at our website at PhoneArena.com.